Hi, I'm Max Morin from Bucketlist Music Reviews. You mind if you just introduce yourself?
Hey, this is Trevor from the Black Dahlia murder.
Biggest question I was going to ask you guys, where are you right now? I know you're out on tour. Where are you calling me from?
I'm actually at home. We just got home from a European tour, and I'm a full-time pajama pants soldier right now.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, could you get some time off? So I was going to ask, I was looking about you guys lately, and I see on your new tour, you guys are going to be playing your new album in its entirety. I've never seen a band do that with the new album. Usually it's with like an album that's doing its 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary, 40th anniversary, whatever. So I gotta ask, what was behind that decision? Why did you guys want to play the new album in its entirety on the new tour? Are you that excited about it?
Man, just people, we're definitely that excited about it, and it seems like the fans are very excited about it too. We've just had so many requests for different tracks from it, and live when we play the new songs, there seems to be a really big reaction. So, I mean, it's something that we didn't expect to be able to do, but I think it's something that's going to be, that'll work, you know. I think people, the fans are really feel strongly about it, so... I'm excited to attempt it. You know, we by this time we've played most of the songs. There's only 3 left that we have to kind of, you know, get ready for the big party. But those we will be dusting off on that Canadian run coming up. So
yeah, with Whitechapel. Because I saw you guys with Whitechapel back in, I think it was 2012 Summer Slaughter or 2011. Do you know those guys now at all? I've seen you guys have toured.
Oh yeah, we play with them a lot. Yeah, we've toured with them a few times. We did a Summer Slaughter with them the very first time we did it was
Flesh God too. We're on that.
We've been around with those guys a little bit too. So it should be a family affair, definitely.
Cool. Yeah. Do you find that you get to know the other guys on the road at all, or is it kind of like work? Is it like business as usual, or do you guys hang out sometimes?
I feel like the older I get, the less I really hang out. But, I mean, we do know those guys. We've definitely partied with those guys before, and they're all cool. But, you know, I think that they're probably on the same wavelength, too. You know, just chilling now.
Older.
Getting older, farting dust.
Yeah, eventually. So I see you guys got the newish guitarist in the band. I see also he's much younger than the rest of you guys. Has that shaken things up at all, would you say? Is things going well?
Yeah, in a good way, man, in a good way. Yeah. You know, he brings a lot of youthful energy, and he obviously, gave us a good shot in the arm with the album. He wrote 4 of the songs, which was a really pleasant surprise.
Yeah,
so, you know, we have this
collaborative effort, or is it usually collaborative?
Well,
or does one guy
it's usually
come up with the idea?
No, it's usually one guy. You know, before it was Ryan. When Ryan was in the band, you know, he would write a song or Brian would write a song, and you know, we didn't know if that was going to be the future of the band. You know, when we brought Brandon in, but it turns out he's a super creative guy, great songwriter, and I think he really left his stamp on the album. You know, I feel like it's a noticeable jump in quality, and you know, I think that he's a bit behind some of that. You know, so it's very, very cool for us. Yeah. And he's great live, really intense, and we're trying to keep up with him up there too. So it's nice to have
he's kind of pulled the
youth coming in
along
like that.
Sounds like
I mean, he's a maniac, dude.
Awesome. Yeah, do you guys have any sort of like initiation process for new guys in the band? I was laughing about that with some people the other day, saying, what do you guys do? Do you sacrifice a Nintendo DS at midnight to get somebody to join the band, or what?
Well, we don't like haze them necessarily, but we'll definitely tour with people for a while, like before we, you know, jump the gun and have them join, you know, just to feel them out. And it's important that they be a personality that, you know, forwards the band. Yeah. So as many people as we've had in the band, you know, it's been a lot over the years, but we're always striving to have this like personality as a whole, you know, someone that's going to be good to the fans and going to, that gets along well with us. You got to have a good sense of humor. I think that's really what keeps this whole thing together, man, because it's not a glamorous life. You know, a lot of parallels to camping, You know what I mean? So you got to take the good with the bad, and keep a positive attitude. We definitely, in the early days, we had some people that, just their attitude was brutal, and it just, it brought the whole thing down. So you got to kind of be able to laugh in the face of discomfort,
Yeah, well, you guys are packed up in that tour bus for months and months at a time. You got to find somebody that you're going to get along with that isn't going to make it a drag when you do those, 15-hour overnights.
And that's not even the worst, the van life is a little more excruciating, and we still do that too. And, when we go to South America or Australia or Mexico, you're flying every single night. And I think those are really the most sanity-trying tours, because you get to your hotel at 3 a.m. and then you got to get up at 5 or 6 and just day in, day out of that. So those are the ones that'll really make you crazy.
Yeah. So you're saying you like the bus and van life more than the plane life? Odd.
Definitely like the van life more than the plane life, for sure. There's certain things I enjoy about the van that I even miss, like when we're in the bus.
Yeah.
Just like the freedom to be able to go wherever you want and be like, okay, let's go eat that, and.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, you were talking about personality before, and while I was looking you guys up, I saw that tattoo you got across your chest. One says heartburn. I was wondering if you could tell me anything more about that one. Was that just on a whim one time, or does that have some?
It kind of was on a whim, but I definitely get heartburn all the time, and that was really it. I figured, I don't see myself going to the gym anytime soon, so I think this will be a joke that just tells itself. A big fat stomach with heartburn on it.
Oh, there's a good one. Yeah, I saw you also got that surgical steel tattoo, the carcass thing down your arm and stuff.
Yeah, that was my first tattoo. I got that in 2001. So.
Oh, really?
It made my mother cry. Remember that?
Yeah. You planning on any other tattoos the next while? I see your neck is still face. If you're gonna.
I don't know. Yeah, I have a lot of room, but I'm just kind of over it, I guess. Whenever I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, ew. Anyway, so it's like, what can I possibly improve? How can I polish this turd is how I think about it.
Yeah, what can I possibly improve on this? You're already perfect.
Yeah, it's already horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are getting kind of the reputation, or you've had for a little while, that you guys are like the fun death metal band. You're not too serious with anything that you do. At least I don't see a lot of this whole grimacing. Everything is, it's so, important, and this is intense music. What is that? You say the secret to you guys staying around for so long is just don't take it too seriously. Just have fun, sort of thing.
I think weirdly it's helped us stick out. I think it's helped us. I think people see that we're real people, and that you can reach out and contact us, and we've always tried to have the door open for talking with the fans and connecting with people. And
when you guys came out, I remember melodic death metal was really, really big, but it was usually that whole Scandinavian, scowling, epic dragons and castles kind of thing, and I found it just took a bit of the humanity out of it. It was hard to identify with a lot of the stuff. Maybe for Scandinavian it's different, I don't know. But
yeah, I think that's kind of what appealed to people, was that we were just kind of like blue collar dudes, you know what I mean? And it was the same kind of thing I think that we took from the big four, really. You look at Metallica, they're just in their street clothes, and they weren't afraid to wear punk T-shirts and, cover punk songs and kind of show their different influences, now where people seem to be so elitist and uptight, and they can only like one thing, we just kind of do our own thing. And I don't know, I think we've kind of stuck out just for being weird and not fitting in, When we first got signed and put out the first record, I saw, all right, we're a death metal band, we're going to get this out, we're going to play with some death metal bands, and that's going to be it, And the world didn't really see it that way. They saw us with short hair, and then, we started getting put in all different kinds of categories, and which eventually played out to be an awesome thing. I think that that's how we can fill up a room with people. Is there's different people that see us as different things. You know, there's people that call us deathcore, metalcore, death metal, melodic death metal, whatever. You know, and I don't really care to be, you know, to think about it that much and get butthurt about it. You know, as long as they like the band, I mean, that's the point. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying it was just sort of happened that way. It wasn't like a conscious choice to say screw it, all that, like you said.
Well, you know, well, letting the personality out was kind of like, you know, if we work hard and make the records good, and like those are all taken very seriously, you know, the musical aspect. The rest would just kind of fall into place, you know, and I can't really disguise the good time that I'm having on stage, you know, and that's really where, you know, I could never wear leather and spikes and be up there scowling, like you said. You know, it's just people would see right through it, I think, and I don't think I could stop smiling for a second anyway, so.
Yeah, that was always the impression I got whenever I was listening to you guys. It just sounds like you said, like the big four. It just sounds like you're having fun. You guys are fans of your own music as well as all of it.
Yeah, and just fans of metal. Yeah, dude, just I figure we're fans first, you know. We're like a band of fans, so this is, you know, we've been very, very lucky.
Yeah. All right. I got one fun question here. I've been asking this to a whole bunch of people lately. If you could pick one person that you'd want to come to a Black Dahlia murder concert, who do you think it would be? Who do you want to see in a Black Dahlia mosh pit?
I'd love to see Dave Mustaine out there. Megadeth was my first love in metal, and that would just I don't know, my head would explode probably if I saw him out in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that the chances of that are completely below zero.
You never know. Stuff like that. Stuff happens. Yeah, you never know. So you're not about getting starstruck, it sounds like, still.
Oh, I would for sure. If I saw him, I would fucking. And, you know, I'm a definite fan still. You know, it took me 10 tours with Cannibal Corpse to finally be like, okay, they're just regular guys, you know, because I'm like that, you know, with my heroes. And there's so many people in death metal from the older generation that I look up to, you know. So I'm definitely like a kid in a candy store with the opportunities that we get to, you know, play with some of these bands and rub elbows with some of them. You know, it's very cool.
Yeah, well, that's always good. That keeps the kind of magic in it. It keeps it from becoming like work. And you see certain bands that are up there, like, I don't know, like for instance, you see Slayer's retiring now, and last time that I saw them, it was just perfectly still, played the songs exactly like the record, and left. And it kind of made me think, I'm like, yeah, they don't look like they're enjoying this that much while they're up there. So you're saying, like...
Yeah, you know, I hope that day doesn't come for me, but you never know, man. I mean, they've been around for so long and played so many shows, and they've endured a lot of different, you know, hardships, too, with Jeff, and, you know, just...
Jeff passed away?
It's hard to say, man, but it's definitely, like, we always look to the old bands to see what kind of longevity they have, and, you know, especially, like, the first generation of death metal bands, like, playing blast beats and shit like that. Those guys that are still out there trucking, you know, are definitely... inspiration for us.
Hell yeah. What was I going to say? But yeah, it sounds like you guys have kind of nowhere to go but up, because you're really excited about this new album, obviously. It seems like it's going to be great. You're playing the whole thing on the new tour. So would you say that you guys are looking to get, like, bigger after this? You guys are, or do you think it's kind of evening out now? You were talking to about feeling kind of older, less partying? Or
I mean, that would be cool to keep getting bigger, but I mean, there's no guarantee of it, and there's no like specific plan, you know. But coming off the excitement for this 8th record, which was, you know, not expected, is very, very cool and has me, you know, feeling optimistic for the future. So
yeah,
we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing and hope for the best, man.
Yeah, well, you guys have been doing well so far. You've climbed right up the death metal roster. You're headlining all the tours now that you're playing. It's really good stuff. It's good to see, because as the older generation gets older and older and those bands are starting to drop off, it's harder to find bands in the newer generation, I find, that don't take themselves as seriously and aren't as like totally career focused and I guess sellout's not the right word, but when it just seems kind of manufactured, like let's do it like this because that's what'll get us.
Right on. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm going to let you get going in just a minute. Sorry about the whole Skype debacle there. I've never been a big fan of Skype. But anyway, I got one last question for you. This is Bucketlist Music Reviews. So I got to ask, Trevor, what's on your bucket list? What's, if you could do anything, what would it be, do you think?
Man. I'd really like to tour with Megadeth. Like, kind of broach that subject. Them being my first band. I'd like to skydive sometime. I'm really afraid of heights, but I think I just want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, just tough it out.
You should do the Parkway Drive thing. Remember they filmed the whole music video while skydiving? Did the entire take just falling. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty good idea there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, heard it here first. Yeah. Well, that's good to hear. They did Megadeth and skydiving. It's good answer.
And I think that there's a crossover there. I believe Dave Mustaine likes skydiving. Maybe we could skydive together.
Yeah, skydive with Dave Mustaine.
There you have it.
For guest guitar solo. Have him skydive with his guitar. That'd be the most metal thing ever. Yeah. That would be awesome. Anyway, I'll let you get going now because, like I saw your schedule. Busy man, even in your time off while you're at home. And I guess enjoy the upcoming tour. Looks like it's going to be a real rager. I'll be out if you guys are coming
right on,
down.
dude. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you very much. Anyway, signing off, this is Max Morin, Bucketlist Music Reviews.